How to spot medication. Side effects affecting erections. Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself, what happened to my sex drive? Maybe everything seemed fine until it wasn't. You're not alone. For millions of men, especially over 60, there's a silent factor that slips under the radar. The very medications meant to help you might be harming your erections. And the kicker? Most men never get told. No warning, no real conversation. Just a slow, frustrating change that leaves you questioning yourself. As a doctor, I can tell you, this issue is way more common than you think. And it's time we talk about it. Part 1. It's not just aging. It might be your pills. Here's the first thing I want you to understand. Erectile function isn't just about testosterone. It's about blood flow, nerves, hormones, and brain. Chemistry all working together. And medications can mess with any one of those. So if you've noticed things like weaker erections, less desire, trouble maintaining arousal, or climax that feels dull or difficult, it might not be your age. It might be your medicine cabinet. Part 2. The most common medications that impact erections. Let's break it down by category, because the side effects sneak in from places most men don't expect. Blood pressure medications, beta blockers, diuretics. These are lifesavers for your heart. But here's the trade-off. Beta blockers like metoprolol or atenolol can dull your nervous system, and that includes the nerves needed for arousal and performance. Diuretics, water pills, reduce blood volume. Good for pressure, bad for erections. Why? Because an erection is a hydraulic event. You need strong blood flow. When the pressure's low, so is performance. Antidepressants, SSRIs, SNRIs. This one's big, and most guys never connect the dots. SSRIs like fluoxetine, Prozac, or sertraline, Zoloft, are known to cause delayed ejaculation, reduced libido, and even complete erectile dysfunction in some men. The same goes for SNRIs, like venlafaxine, Effexor. These meds increase serotonin, a mood stabilizer, but too much serotonin blunts dopamine, the neurotransmitter your brain uses for pleasure, arousal, and orgasm. So yes, your mood may improve, but at the cost of your sex life. Prostate medications, finasteride, dutasteride. Finasteride is often prescribed for enlarged prostate, BPH, or hair loss, but it blocks DHT, a crucial form of testosterone. Here's what patients don't hear often enough. DHT is essential for strong, sustained erections. When you reduce it, some men lose morning wood, libido, or the ability to climax. And in a small percentage, those effects can persist even after stopping the medication. That's called post-finasteride syndrome. And yes, it's real. Antihistamines and allergy meds. Think of common over-the-counter names: Benadryl, Zyrtec, Allegra. These drugs block histamine, which plays a role in arousal and blood vessel dilation. The side effects are subtle, but for sensitive men, it's enough to notice weaker performance. Sleep aids and anti-anxiety meds, benzodiazepines, Valium, Xanax, Klonopin. These help with anxiety or insomnia, but they suppress the central nervous system. Sexual arousal is a high-energy state. These medications put your nervous system into low-power mode. Translation: less drive, less performance, more frustration. Statins and cholesterol drugs. These lower cholesterol, and that's important. But cholesterol is also the raw material for testosterone. Some men on statins report reduced libido or stamina, especially if testosterone levels were borderline to begin with. Part 3. What most doctors don't say, but should. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Doctors are trained to manage conditions, not always the quality of life that comes with them. So we treat the blood pressure, but forget to ask about erections. We balance your mood, but overlook your marriage. We fix cholesterol, but never mention your confidence. And many men don't bring it up either, because of shame, embarrassment, or just assuming it's normal. It's not. You deserve to feel good and function well. Part 4. How to know if your meds are the culprit. So how do you spot if your medication is behind the problem? Here's a simple doctor-approved checklist. Ask yourself these 5 questions. Did the problem start after beginning a new prescription? Do you still feel attracted and mentally aroused, but your body doesn't respond? Are you on multiple medications from the categories above? Do you wake up with morning erections but struggle during the day? Does the issue improve when you miss a dose? Never skip without medical advice. If you said yes to 2 or more, there's a good chance your medication is playing a role. Part 5. What you can do about it without risking your health. First things first, never stop or change medication without talking to your doctor. That said, here's what you can ask. For 1, ask about alternatives. Many medications have multiple options. For example, instead of older beta blockers, ask about ARBs like losartan, which are blood pressure friendly and erection safe. Some SSRIs have lower sexual side effects, like bupropion or vilazodone. Ontuis. Get your testosterone tested. Low T might be part of the issue, and some meds make it worse. A simple blood test done in the morning can give insight. If it's low, hormone replacement therapy may help, but it has to be done carefully and with supervision. Consider timing your dose in some cases. Taking your medication at night or separating it from intimacy can help reduce impact. This isn't true for all meds, but worth asking your doctor about. Add supportive supplements, if approved. Talk to your doctor about L-citrulline or L-arginine for blood flow. Zinc and vitamin D support testosterone. Ashwagandha or maca may help libido and mood naturally. Remember, supplements are not magic, but they can support your system while you work on the root cause. Mind-body practices. Matter's sexual function isn't just physical, it's deeply neurological and emotional. Simple things like daily walking, mindfulness meditation, Kegel. Exercises for men cutting back on alcohol can all dramatically improve performance and restore confidence. Part 6. How to talk to your doctor about this without awkwardness. You don't need to be embarrassed. Try saying, "Since starting this medication, I've noticed changes in my sexual function. Could this be related? And are there options that support both my health and quality of life?" That one sentence can start a conversation that changes everything. Your doctor might adjust your dose, suggest a switch, or even refer you to a men's health specialist or urologist, but none of that happens if you don't speak up. Part 7. Real stories from the clinic. Names changed. Mark, 67, came in for blood pressure issues. 6 months later, he reported no morning erections. We switched his beta blocker to a more erectile-friendly option, and within 2 weeks, things improved. James, 62, was on finasteride for prostate health. His libido tanked. After a careful taper and switch to a different therapy, not only did he regain function, but his relationship improved too. These changes aren't about vanity. They're about feeling like yourself again. Part 8. When it's not the meds now, it's important to say this too. Not all erection issues are caused by medication. Sometimes it's poor blood sugar control, obesity or inactivity, chronic stress, or sleep apnea, emotional disconnection with a partner. So if meds aren't to blame, there are still steps you can take. But the point is, don't assume it's just age. Get the full picture. Part 9. Key takeaways. You shouldn't forget, let's wrap this up with some clear, doctor-level advice. Many common medications can impact erections, quietly and gradually. You have the right to ask for alternatives that protect your quality of life. Never stop meds cold turkey. Always consult first. Erections are a sign of overall health. If they change, listen. The truth is, your sexual health is just as important as your heart, your brain, and your numbers on a lab report. They're all connected. You're not broken. You're not alone. And with the right guidance, you can absolutely reclaim the strength, stamina, and satisfaction you deserve. Because Health isn't just about surviving longer, it's about living fully.